Hey chat, I just recorded this video, and when I got done, I was like, I'm going to do it all over again, because now I know how I want to say things. So, what this video is going to be is kind of a check-in as to what I've been doing and where I've been and how I haven't really been on YouTube, consistently at least, for a good time. About a year and a half, I feel. I feel like the last time I was really into YouTube, it was like, April 2018, May 2018, around that time. That's the last time I was like really into it. The part of me that wants to keep doing stuff or had wanted to keep doing things definitely took a turn for the worse, and I want to explain why that is. And I hope that this video serves as something to go ahead and explain where I've been, why I've gotten to where I've been in terms of creating content and what kind of happened. And it also serves as something for maybe creators who are kind of in the same place. So they're like, something inside of me just makes it really hard to do content nowadays. Something inside of me isn't the same as what it used to be. And I kind of want to explain how I'm here now, and I'm going to probably have cuts in this video because it's going to be me trying to make sure I have my thoughts in the right place, so I'm not just rambling forever, because I want this to not be a super long video. So I haven't been uploading videos with my heart and soul and all that, really into it, like this is my thing, this is YouTube, since probably, like I said, around April or May of 2018. And I feel like the reason for that is the part of me that was really into YouTube and like really motivated, something in it just kind of died. I just couldn't really find it in me anymore to really want to do it. And I'd been wanting to make this video a long time, because I feel this is my video where I'm finally ready to make YouTube content again. And I've done all I need to do, and I've tried this video like a lot, and I just keep not doing it because I just apparently am not ready. So if you see this video, it means I'm ready. When I think about this is a lot more tightly tied together than I had realized. But let's go into some of the personal things that happened, and then kind of more like the thought processes up here that kind of made me turn into what I'd turned into. So over the past like year and a half, I just feel tired all the time. It's just like whenever I try to really get into making YouTube, I just feel like something inside of me just can't get up and get to work anymore. Something died. And when I think about how this stuff all tied together, I said around May or April 2018 is when this all started happening. And if you look back, things started with, in May 2018, my cat died. And that was really hard for me. That was the first pet that I had he was entirely mine. He died, and it was a thing that had gone on for months. He had kidney disease, and if you ever had a cat before who's had kidney disease, it's something that just kind of trickles over the months, and it's really hard, and it really takes a lot out of you, and then it all kind of comes to a peak where they can't do it anymore. And that was really tough on me. And then after that, like shortly after that, I got super sick. I don't think it had anything to do with it, but I had gotten really sick, and I had to go through a whole bunch of doctor stuff, because if you've seen the health update videos on the channel, you kind of have a better explanation. But they thought I had MS, and I was showing a lot of symptoms of a lot of things, and ultimately we'll never know what it all was. I think it might have been mold poisoning because of the house I was living in. But all that happened, and it took a lot out of me for a long time. And like a really long time. I didn't start feeling better until about maybe 2 months ago. And I think part of the reason why I started feeling better about 2 months ago was because of me moving. I don't live in Wisconsin anymore. You guys remember how I live in Wisconsin? Well, I don't. I live in Texas now, and I've lived in Texas for a couple months, but you guys probably don't know that because I haven't really been telling anybody on YouTube about it. I live in Texas now, and I've lived here since probably end of May this year. And it's been great, and I've loved it, and I've slowly just kind of been recovering and recuperating and all that type of jazz, to the point where I feel like I can talk to you guys about this type of stuff. And then some of the parts that were kind of up here, the mental parts. For me, something I'd struggled with a lot, and this is the part that kind of gets into, I think that's something that might help out creators who may feel like they're just kind of losing their passion. For me, something I'd struggled with a lot is, and I think part of this is because I hang out on social media too much and I just see too many people all the time, is I felt like what I was doing didn't matter. Meaning, when I first started and I was creating gaming content and I was like really getting into it, first off, a big thing that was really good for me was I was learning. You always got to be learning, chat. You always got to be progressing. You always got to be doing something that makes you feel like you're doing something, if that makes sense. Because if you don't, you burn out. So when I first started, I was like really into it and I loved it. And I was like, oh my God, I'm learning all these new things. But I also felt like I was doing something that was kind of unique and mattered. And people weren't really knowing about this type of content yet, like the gaming thing. It was still very new and up and coming when I started. Nowadays, it's not like that. It's everybody does it. Everybody has a channel. There's like tens of thousands of just gaming creators, and they all do the same thing. And when you feel like you're one of 10,000 and you're doing the same thing, something I personally deal with is I just feel like, why am I doing it when there's already 10,000 something other people doing it? I just feel like I'm screaming into a void that already has so much of the same thing. Why do it if I'm not really helping contribute to something bigger? That's kind of like a first world problem, I suppose, but whatever. We're sitting here watching SwingPoynt on YouTube. We all have our own first world problems, am I right? And then I kind of realized that part of how I was fulfilling that void was I was doing something. I was doing Detroit videos that I go into this choice, this choice, this choice, The Walking Dead, Life is Strange, all these choice things. Blah, 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 blah. What if you do this? What if you don't do this? Yada, yada, yada. And that was good for me for a while, but then I realized that I don't like doing that. And the reason why I don't like doing that is because, first off, it's monotonous. Oh, God. You know how I said you always got to feel like you're progressing and doing something? Well, nothing makes you feel like you're doing nothing more than doing the same thing over and over again in a video game. Second off, what I recently realized with talking to my girlfriend, Laurel, she goes like Cooley Smiley on the internet, by the way, is when I make content that fulfills a need or an objective, like I just want to know what happens if this happens, I don't think it really creates the type of community that I'm interested in. Meaning that a big part of what initially inspired me to do this type of thing was, let's build a community of people who all want to be together, who make friends, yada yada yada. It's like a tight-knit family. And what you're doing becomes more transaction based, aka I want to watch this video so I know what happens at this part of a game. You can still get some of that, but it's more, like I said, transactional, and it starts to feel, as a creator, a little more hollow when what you wanted to do to begin with was create the community and family feel where, you know, this is our big thing together. And where like it's tough is you look at the numbers and like my best content is choice-based stuff. So it's easy to get stuck in that trap of, well, I need to make money. I need to do this for a living. I need to do what works. Don't want to piss off the YouTube algorithm. I know you've heard about the YouTube algorithm, chat. If you haven't heard about the YouTube algorithm in 2019, you don't watch anybody, okay? Because we've all complained about it. So what I'd been doing in the meantime was I was streaming a lot, and streaming's great for me, and streaming's still great for me, and I'm going to keep streaming. I stream on Twitch every freaking day just about. That's where I'd spent a lot of my effort and my time, and I love it there, and we're going to keep doing that. But that's kind of what I had started to do, was just kind of go away from YouTube and then kind of go into Twitch. But there's always been a part of me that just didn't feel completely okay with that, and I want to make it right inside my own head so that I can feel better about the YouTube channel and what we're doing with it. So part of what I had talked to Laurel about was maybe just not thinking about it so dang hard. Instead of thinking about how can I do something that contributes to something, how can I do something, like how can I go ahead and make something that feels like it matters? How am I going to go ahead and do something that works? Maybe I just need to stop thinking about it so dang hard and kind of get back to what I like doing, which is just making videos and just talking and having a good time with video games instead of thinking about, is this the right video game? Is this the right time? Am I too late? Did somebody already do it better? Yada, yada, yada. Maybe just kind of focus a little bit more on you guys. I fell into the trap. I always felt like I wouldn't. I always felt like, you know what? I got the right intention up here. I'm doing this for the right reasons. I won't go ahead and fall into the mindset of getting views and making it so I could be a successful creator and all that type of stuff. And, you know, you still want to be a successful creator because I still got to pay bills and I still do this full time. But I just never thought I would lose the whole, you know, more origin reason why I started this stuff. And I did. And there's a lot of reasons why. And I try to explain some of them. Not excuse it. I just want you to understand. I feel like in 2019, you have to be thorough. I've learned this. You need to understand where people come from. So I tried to help you understand where I came from. And like I said, I never thought I would get to a point where I got jaded, but I did. And for a long time, I felt like becoming jaded was inevitable. And there's always going to be a part of me that kind of is, you know? The more you learn about something, the more you have the opportunity to find things you don't like about it. But I just want to go back to just making videos and kind of not thinking about it so dang hard. And just, you know, being in comments and talking with you guys and getting involved again. I used to love all that, and I just kind of stopped. So, why did I make this video? Because I just wanted to. I just wanted to talk to you guys about it, and I want you guys to understand where I've been, what I've been doing. I moved to Texas. I have a great girlfriend. Just have my cats. They're both healthy, and I'm living life, and I'm going ahead and just kind of figuring things out, learning who I am, making good friendships, and just got back from PAX. And because again, I've still been around. I've been active this whole time. I've just been streaming. So not so much on YouTube, but I've been on Twitch and sometimes Mixer, like that stuff for a long time. It just there's that void where there's that gap, like, oh, where's SwingPoynt been for you guys on YouTube? So I wanted to make this video to kind of be like, hey guys, here I've been. So I just want to say thank you and thanks for listening. Thanks for being around. Thanks for being patient. If you're here and you're still listening to this, like, holy man, that's kind of incredible, and I'm really thankful for it. Because I took a break, basically, for a long time. Long time. And it took me a long time to finally be ready to, you know, approach it, I guess. But I think I'm ready now. And I think I feel good now. And it took moving across the country and taking a long time off and really just finding my soul, man. You know, I didn't backpack across Europe for like 6 months, but, you know, basically did the same effect where I just had to go find myself, man. So again, thank you guys for being here. Like I said, I'm still here. I still stream all the time. I'll put all that stuff in the description because would I really be a YouTuber if I didn't plug myself? So that's all in the description. You can see me just about every day if you want to talk with me. And I just want to get more back on the YouTube train, which might mean dedicated YouTube videos, or it might mean trying to figure out how I'm going to turn the streams into YouTube videos more often. But yeah, not thinking about it so hard anymore. Just got to do it, man, and take it for what it's worth. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Thanks for being patient. Thanks for loving what I do more than I do, because without you guys, I wouldn't sit here and really think about where I've been and why I got to where I'm at. Like, you help reignite it for me, and I'm very thankful for that. So thank you. Thanks for making me figure out how to love this stuff again. And I'll see you around, okay? See you guys in the next video. Okie dokie. Bye-bye.